All right. Hello, everybody. Um, with Christmas right around the corner, I wanted to go over some Christmas caroling things to keep in mind if you guys want to have a Christmas caroling experience for yourself, like maybe on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, or maybe before Christmas. Maybe a special event sometime before Christmas, or if you want to go Christmas caroling in your neighborhood, all of those types of things. I want to give you some tips to keep in mind if you're going to do these things, just to have a better experience for you. And I would say that this is a great time to learn the guitar. Christmas time is a great time to advance in your guitar playing, because you have a perfectly already formulated motivator, because Christmas time is the time when people are expected to sing Christmas carols. Okay, so it's already kind of like built in to our culture, so it's a great way to just it's not so weird or out of place if you have a guitar and you're singing Christmas carols. Also, you can get other people to join in. Everybody knows the Christmas carols, so people can sing with you. So it's not so awkward if it's your first time like singing and playing in front of people. Okay, so it's a great time to get started. If you've never played in front of people and that's something you want to be able to do, this is the perfect time to do it. Okay, so I want to go over some of that with you. By the way, if you are watching this live, you can post any questions that you have in the chat, and I will answer as many of them as I can at the end of the lesson today. Okay, cool. So the first thing I wanted to mention was to have a clear goal. This is something that is very important for learning the guitar and learning anything really. But if you're going to be learning the guitar, it's not it's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would play the guitar. It is challenging. So you need to have a clear goal in mind. Okay, and with Christmas, that kind of like it's kind of already set up for you again, which is a great thing. So by a clear goal, I mean like, when are you going to play? Where are you going to play? What are you going to play? And like all of those things you need to define. Because if you just say, I just want to play the guitar, that's probably not going to last for you. That's not a very lasting goal, right? That's very vague. So you want to have a specific goal. So the great thing about Christmas caroling is that that's easy. If you don't have a special event coming up, then you can just make Christmas Day, Christmas morning your goal, to play some Christmas carols on Christmas morning with your family, or on Christmas Eve or whatever. So you have that specific day already picked out for you. So you have between now and then to learn however many songs. We'll get to that in a second. So you have that win set, okay? And then where are you going to play? Are you going to play at home? Are you going to play, at home in your living room? Or are you going to play at your mom's or your kid's house? Or, where is it going to take place? And then what are you going to play? That's the other thing. What songs you're going to play, and we'll get to that in a minute. So you want to define all of these things, write them down, so that you have your goal figured out. It's all in black and white for you. Okay. So that's thing number one. Okay. So having a clear goal, defining your clear goal. Step number 2 is to involve other people, and this is important for your own holding yourself accountable. If you involve other people in your learning. And that just means that can be as simple as letting your family know, hey, on Christmas morning we're going to sing some Christmas carols together. Okay, like letting them know that that's going to happen is going to give you some social accountability. accountability, okay, which is going to be important for you. Now, you can go a step further and you can involve others in the actual playing. For instance, one of the things that we do in our family is on Christmas Day and on Christmas Eve, we do some Christmas carols, and I play the guitar, and my daughter plays the piano, and my son plays the djembe. And so it's something that we can all do together. We all practice together before Christmas Day. And that creates that social accountability. We're doing it together. So involving others in your playing, even, or it could be somebody that just playing the tambourine or the djembe or something like that. That's not a very difficult thing to do. Or they can just sing with you, right? You all can practice singing together, those types of things. So just involving others in your goal is important, okay? And you need to do that as soon as possible, so that you have that motivation there before your interest starts to dwindle, right? Or things start to get hard, your fingers start to hurt, and you're like, oh, I don't want to do this. So you have the other people involved already that will give you that push. And they might not say it, they don't have to say it, just the social accountability that they will create just by the fact that they know that you're going to be playing is enough most of the time. Okay, so step 1, clear goal. Create a clear goal. When are you going to play? Where are you going to play? What are you going to play? Step 2, involve others. Step 3 is create your song list. Okay, and this goes back to your goal. What are you going to play? Now, don't get ambitious and decide to play 20 songs on Christmas Day. Okay, you can if you're up to that, but don't overdo it if you're a beginner, right? It's better to do a couple of songs and do them well, that you have something to be proud of, than to try to just run through 20 songs, right? So pick out a few songs that, and I'm going to give you some suggestions, but I would say 4 songs is a good number. Like, that's 4 songs would probably be around 10 minutes. Maybe a little bit more. So that's a good number. That's a good time frame. You can do more or less if you want, but that's a good round number. Okay. Now I'm going to give you 2 songs that I would recommend you do, especially if you're a beginner. These are going to be probably the 2 easiest songs that easiest Christmas carols that you can learn. Okay. And these songs are in the public domain, so I can give those to you guys for free. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to post a link in the chat. Let me find where that is. So I'll post it in the chat, and then I'm also going to post it, if you're watching this replay, then it will be posted probably in the description down below. Okay. But I'm going to post the link for the song Silent Night, as well as the song The First Noel. So you guys get this bonus for watching this video. Okay, so again, it's going to be Silent Night and The First Noel. Those are 2 super simple songs. They're, let me see. Each of them only use the same 3 chords, actually. The G chord, the C add 9 chord, and the D over F sharp chord. Okay, so they're just 3 chords, and they're super easy because you only have to move these 2 fingers the whole time for both songs. Okay, these 2 fingers stay where they are. So easy transitions. Strum pattern is super simple. It's the swing pattern for both, actually, which is, just to give you a quick demonstration, the swing pattern is going to be a 3-beat pattern. So we're going to have 3 down strums, one down strum for each beat, and then an up strum in between 2 and 3. So it's going to be like this: 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's the whole pattern, and that's going to last for the entire song. Now, the other thing that makes these songs easy is that the chords last. There's no half chords, and by half chords I mean that a chord doesn't last for half of a measure. When a chord lasts for half of a measure, it can be a little bit tricky on knowing when to make a switch, when to switch your hand. You don't need to understand that concept, just know that you're not going to have that problem with these songs. Okay, so it makes it a bit easier. So again, that's the song Silent Night and the First Noel. You should be able to find that in the chat section down below. Now, if you guys want a fuller list of all the popular Christmas Carol songs out there, I do have a Christmas Carol collection on my that I have available, and I'm going to post a link to it in just a second. And this Christmas Carol collection is 40 Christmas carols, okay? 40 Christmas carols put together in one collection. These are the chord charts for these. And for this, up until Christmas, they're going to be 38% off. The whole collection is going to be 38% off. So if you guys want to get that before Christmas, that would be a good time to do that. So give me 1 second. I'm going to find that so I can send it to you. And I'll post it in the chat section. And while I'm pulling that up, I'm going to go to the next list, or the next step. Okay, so again, the first step was a clear goal. When are you going to play? Where are you going to play? What are you going to play? Second step, involving others. Third step is your song list. What is it that you're going to play? What songs you're going to play? And then I want to make one more comment about the song list, because you want to have, it's a good idea to pick songs in the same key, especially if they're slower songs, like Silent Night is a pretty slow song. If you're going to go from a slow song to another slow song or something like this, it may be good to try to pick songs in the same key so that the transition from one song to the other is not so strange. So when you have songs in the same key, you can very easily transition from one song to the next. You don't even need to let the sound die. You can, usually a song will start and end on the same note, the root note of the key that you're playing in. So you can start, if you end on a G, the next song starts on a G. You can just go straight into it. And it makes a really nice smooth transition. So that's something to think about as well. It's not a requirement. You can definitely play songs in different keys. You just, will need to pause between them, let the music die, and then go into the next song. Okay, otherwise it sounds a little bit strange to just go straight into another key. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So the last step I wanted to talk about is the practice schedule. Okay, so you want to have a practice schedule between. So if your goal is to play again on Christmas Day, then you need to have a practice schedule set up to where, okay, if I'm going to play 4 songs, then I need to master one song every 2 weeks. Okay, so I'm going to give myself 2 weeks to learn one song. By the time I get to the end of that 2 weeks, I need to start practicing another song. Okay, so you starting now, you start to plan out. Okay, how much time do I need to practice? When am I going to practice? Am I going to practice in the morning or in the evening? Set a time, write it down, put it in your alarm, to where if you just say you're going to practice whenever you have time, that's never going to happen. Here we go. I'm posting the Christmas Carol collection right now in the chat. There it is. Okay. And if you're watching the replay, this will all be in the description down below. As I was saying, you need to create a practice schedule that you're going to write down and you're going to stick to every day. Okay, even if it's just 10 minutes a day or 15 minutes a day, that's okay. Just practice every day at the same time every day so that you can create that habit. Okay, and try to keep in mind, okay, I'm going to be playing on Christmas Day, so that gives me however long, 40 days or whatever, 50 days, I'm not sure what it is from today. That gives me that many days to practice. So then I'm going to break that down. Okay, I need to finish the first song in 2 weeks. The second song, I have 2 weeks for the second song, 2 weeks for the third song, and so on. Okay, so that'll help you to pace yourself. And of course, something to keep in mind: if you do practice one song for 2 weeks and then you start learning a new song in 2 weeks later, don't neglect the first song. Okay, you still want to practice the first song. You can maybe, right when you start your practice, play that first song for a few minutes and then start the new song. Okay, you don't want to just completely not play the songs you were practicing, because you will forget them. So keep them going. So you're kind of layering them. So when you move on to start learning song 3, you want to play song 2 and song 1 a little bit before you start practicing song 3. Give most of your time to song 3, but don't neglect the others. Okay, same thing when you go to song 4. Also practice song 3, 2, and 1. Okay. All right. So that's the idea there, and I think that, again, as I was saying earlier, participating in Christmas caroling is a great way to improve your guitar playing. It's a kind of like a built-in thing that we have to play in front of people, and maybe it could be your first time coming out and playing in front of people. Right? I know that's a really hard thing to do. Christmas caroling is the perfect excuse to do it. Okay, so if you've been waiting and putting it off, this is the time to do it. Take even if it's just these 2 songs, Silent Night and the First Noel, even if it's just those 2 songs that you play for Christmas, and that's great. That would be a victory for you. Okay, so start small and master those 2 simple songs. Play them for Christmas and be happy and encouraged that you have successfully played some music on the guitar in front of other people. Okay, that'll be a huge victory for you, and hopefully that will motivate you to continue into next year. Maybe at the beginning of next year you can continue to move forward in your learning of the guitar. Okay, but let Christmas be that that launching point to kind of get you out and started playing in front of people. Okay, all right, guys. Hopefully this was helpful for all of you. If you let's see, I don't see any questions in the chat, so I'll go ahead and sign out now. I'm not sure if I think it's active, but I don't see any questions. Okay, but hopefully I'll see you guys for the next live class that I will do probably next month. Until then, you guys have a great week and month, and I will talk to you guys later.